Hello there, everyone. TheAndrata here, and welcome back to episode 9 of our All the Mods 7 Let's Play series, where today we are getting dark with occultism. Yeah, doing some summons. Let's get started. All right, so we are back here in Village TheAndrata. Speaking of Village TheAndrata, our village needs a name. I decided, let's go ahead and you guys can name the village here if you want to. I moved our waystone over to here, and right now it's just called Village. But yeah, go ahead and throw out some name suggestions in the comments here of this video, and y'all can name our village as it grows. Try and keep it family friendly, SFW, all that good stuff. It's got to be something relevant to the channel, I guess. But yeah. As of now, this is Village TheAndrata, and we'll see where we end up with your comments and stuff. And I'll pick the best one, my favorite name that ends up being suggested. Now, anyway, our boy Luca is working away. I gave him all the stuff that he needs to do what he needs to do, so he is plugging away at filling in this hole. Essentially, I don't understand how this is working, like what's going on here and everything. But I'm trusting the system, trusting the process here that he's gonna do what he needs to do properly and get everything going for our miner. And I do have this pathing up here so he can get out. If he does get stuck and he can't come out on his own, he will actually eventually teleport out, which is great. I like that. But yeah, he's doing what he's doing. And Bo is sleeping. He's literally just standing there sleeping, apparently, on the job, not doing anything. Can you start patrolling, do some work, working? Oh, Bo is working, and by working, he's sleeping. Okay. I guess that's what I'm paying Bo to do. I mean, I guess I'm really not paying him anything. I am, allowing him to live in this village and not die, but I guess I can't even say that though, because half of our villagers have died so far. So yeah. Anyway, so that's that. Name the village. Luca's doing his job. Mine's working. Our farm, I have not, I didn't AFK or anything like that. So our farm has been just operating as normal over here, doing its own little thing. Let's see, have we got anything fancy pantsy from this just yet? We got some source berries grown in, so that's good. I like that. But today I want to continue working on back what we were doing prior to setting up that create farm, which is occultism. So let's go ahead and pop inside and go get the stuff that we need for occultism and, well, get to work. So for occultism, what were we working with? Demon's Dream, which I did chop down the Demon's Dream tree over there, so I did have to eat my fruit, which is actually kind of unfortunate because I don't think I have any planted over there, and I probably should, but we have a bit of it. If I could find my other stone and my other world wood, we have both of those. I need my arcane gemstone thing. Spirit attuned gem, and then the book for this mod is here. Okay, and this is all that we had gotten to so far, correct? Someone correct me if I'm wrong, but we hadn't really dove too much deeper into it than this, because we were going to work on our we did the mega torch thing. We were going to work towards getting chalk and doing our first ritual, which is an ore crusher spirit or demon. Yeah, do I have Demon's Dream seeds? I do. Let's go plant some of these at least. And do we have any bones? We don't. So no bone mealing, but that's okay. We'll go plant these out here. That way we have enough of this stuff for, future usage. It does grow pretty quickly, so I'm not too concerned about needing the Demon's Dream right now because we did get some. Oh, look, there's a grindstone attached to the front of that boat. That's interesting looking. And we'll just plant that right there. Okay, so occultism. We are in the process right now. Our first steps are going to be to get ourselves some chalk because we need to do our first ritual. And we need to get impure white chalk. So we're going to add this to our to-do list. So we're going to need otherworld ashes, and we're going to need burnt otherstone. So the burnt otherstone is just smelting the otherstone, but the ashes is throwing the wood into the fire. Now, is it the wood or is it planks? It is direct wood. So there's no cheese way of, getting extra of it, but we only need one piece of chalk. So I only need to do 3 of these. So let's separate out 3, and we'll throw these guys into the wood or into the fire. And we got our impure ashes. And then just keeping an eye on our villagers, seeing if they need anything. Someone needs something here. Sherry Lynn's probably our new guard. and she needs something. I have not done any mining since the beginning of the series. Just you can probably guess that. So just something to keep in mind. I have not done any extra work down there in the old mine that we got going on. But just wait for this burnt other stone, and then we can get our chalk. Let's see, what else are we going to need? We're going to need sacrificial bowls, and we're going to need, I believe, let's look at this ritual here, right? So we're going to go to Pentacles, and it was AVR Circle, which is going to have, we have to have the golden bowl, and then I believe each recipe has its own amount of sacrificial bowls it needs. So we're going to do spirits, and we're going to do books of binding. Is that where it's at? No. Getting started. First ritual. Here we go. We're going to need that many. What are we going to need for this? We need 1, 2, 3, 4. What does this show? 2 golden bowls. Or is it just saying that we're going to do the ritual and then we'll get this? So we're going to need 4 of those bowls. Yeah, 4 sacrificial bowls. Okay, cool. So we need to get 4 of these, which I can afford 2 of. So we need to get some more other stone, which was, again, andesite. Oh, man. We burnt through all our andesite earlier. We really need to figure out the best way for us to get andesite. But for now, diorite and cobblestone will get us andesite. And that's our chalk taken care of. And then we have to cook our chalk into our sacrificial fire, and that will make us our white chalk. Boop. Give me that. Remember, we don't get burnt by going into there. And then we need more of this stone. So it was what, 5? So let's do 10. And we'll get the 2 more bowls that we're going to need. Did I just... And there we go. And then we just have to make our bowls. And then we are ready to go for our ritual, except for our chalk brush and our purified ink that we're going to end up needing. Chalk brush is wood. I don't think we have no string as of yet. I have the wool. Man, why does it got to require string? We're gonna have to figure out some string recipe. We do have hemp in here, but our current farm cannot do the hemp because hemp, same as sugarcane, same as cactuses and stuff. Hemp grows up, and you harvest the top block, and then the bottom block goes, down. It grows up like that. And so we have to actually build another farm to harvest that top block and leave the other one, which basically is the same thing as this. We just raise it up one, and then we can plant like our sugarcane. We can put cactuses and stuff, and we have another farm just doing all of those things. But yeah, we're not there just yet. So we don't have hemp available to us. And there's nothing else. I don't think, is there cotton? Yeah, we don't have cotton, so we can't do string that way. So chalk brush, we're just gonna have to be careful. We're gonna have to be careful with all of our stuff. And then we need black dye. And black dye we have a bunch of squids in the water in this area because that is a very large river. So black dye will be easy to take care of. Let's go ahead and take our nap. Go get some black dye, get our stuff ready, and come back and get all this going. So I'm going to get the black dye. I'm going to go kill those guys. And I'll clear out an area for our ritual so we can start getting that going. And yeah, I'll be back. Okay, we're back. I had to go and quickly make the golden sacrificial bowl because I forgot about that. So I had to cook up a little bit more of our andesite and make that other bowl. But we have it now. We're good to go. So I got our squid ink. We have 14 of them. There were quite a few little squids over there. So I'm just going to go ahead and cook up a few of these. I don't know how much of this ink we actually end up needing, but I believe it's 1 per book of binding. Yes, we also need a book and quill, so I don't want to use those. Oh, we also need feathers. I need to get my my resources all taken care of. How come you didn't cook? Let's do 4, sure. You take a minute. Oh, you know why? Duh, because this is ink sac. I need to actually turn it into the dye. Then I can turn it into the purified ink. Okay. So let's get our ritual laid out here. I kind of cleared this little area out for it, and I'll probably fill this in with dirt. I love this lavender and everything, but goodness gracious, it creates a mess when I have to clean all this up. Like, there is a lot of it, and yeah, it's literally everywhere. Look at that. I got 3 stacks of it. And sure, it's purple dye, which is great, but how often are we using purple dye? That is a question that I don't have an answer to because I have not used any as of yet. So what we're going to do is look for AVR circle in the pentacles area. And we're going to go to AVR circle. And if we click this visualize button here, it will allow us to visualize the ritual. And then we can place it down just by right clicking on any block. But the center block is where our sacrificial bowl is going to go. So we're going to go ahead and put that there. And we have our ritual ready to go. So then we just need to chalk it up. We're gonna have to figure out candles in a moment, but we'll get there. I'm pretty sure I can just get a knife and go kill some like sheep and stuff, which we do have around here, so we can take care of that. But I want to try and get this ritual done this episode for you guys, so we can at least see what all this is about. Okay, so we have our candles there. We're not gonna be able to do much with those right now, but we can place our regular sacrificial bowls down, and then we can unvisualize this, and it'll clear it. So last thing we're gonna need is occultism candles, which are going to come from tallow and string. Really, with the string. Kill animals such as pigs, cows, sheep, horses, and llamas with a butcher knife. So let's grab ourselves a butcher knife. Pop back upstairs. We're gonna grab this, and then we're gonna have to go find string. Again, we still have a few inside of there for our in our mine, so I can go chop that stuff down, and that's not too big of a deal. Butcher knife is going to consist of 2 iron ingots and a bunch of sticks. It was also mentioned to me in the comments that the hammer that we used for our... Any more sticks in here? No. The hammer that we used that was, we burnt through really quick when we did our ore plate smashing could also be used to double ores. So these hammers here, so like if I were to do the copper ore hammer, smash it and it's going to give us 2 gold dust, which is great. However, it is not, the durability on these things is like extremely low. And so I could do that, but I would only get, look at that, 4 unobtainium ingots for an unobtainium plate. That is an expensive recipe. Is there another way to do that? No, there isn't even another way to do that. But anyway, it's expensive to do because those hammers require blocks of the requisite metal, whatever one that you want to use, and they don't last very long. So sure, you're going to double your ore, but you're using 18 ingots to make it. So if you don't get at least 18 ingots out of, smashing, which I think you'll get exactly 18. I think it has enough durability to do 9 items. So it's 1-to-1. So is it really beneficial to us? Not particularly. So that's why I'm not going to be too concerned with setting it up. I'm just going to leave it as is, and we'll go and figure things out as we go. So what I'm going to do now is go ahead. Wow, the flax plant. You don't drop string though, unfortunately. Can you make string? No. Darn. Okay. Anyway, I'm going to go and get some animals. I got to kill a few chickens too, which are over here, so I can get some feathers because we need them for the books and everything. So I'll be back just a moment. All right. And we are back home. We got, let's see, killed a bunch of, well, not a bunch really, chickens. We have pigs, a couple sheeps and stuff. But we got 18 tallow and 4 feathers, which I think is enough. Plus we have a bunch of food now. While we were out though, our mine was finished building. All of our settlers currently have jobs, which is great. They are doing wonderful work for us. I'm going to put this stuff away, but I'm going to cook up some of this because you can see we are starting to run out of food. Wool is a mob drop, correct? So are ink sacks, really. But just trying to clean up a little bit of our inventory. Goodness gracious, this lavender drives me nuts having all of that in there, but it's okay. It's okay. We're okay. And then what do we have the most of? Raw beef? Sure. Let's make some beef. Beef patties. And I just need a little bit more coal. by a little bit. We'll just do a whole stack. Okay, cool. And then you can just go in there, do those two. So our next step was to create candles. So we got our butcher's knife. We got this. 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 And that. We're almost there. So now we just need 4 candles from Occultism. So we can use these candles. I forgot the string, didn't I? I did. I did not go out and go get string. All right. I'll be back again. Give me a minute. Okay, after quite a bit here, as you can see, it's nighttime. I've been having to run around because I went to go make our book of binding and I realized I need white dye. I have no white dye for this, so I had to go running around and kill some skeletons. I was looking for some flowers, as you can see, but these make light gray dye, not white dye. So yeah, we don't have any Lily of the Valley, and the only way to get white dye outside of Lily of the Valley is bone meal or dye essence. So yeah, fun stuff for us. Now let's see, bone meal, we'll get 3 out of each bone, so that is good. So let's we're gonna need a total of 4. Let's save these other bones just in case there's another usage for them in the future. But we can have, you know, the 4 bone or white dye that we're gonna need. You can also just, yeah, you're a plant thing. And then we need to make our book and quill. I thought I had all that stuff on me. Apologies. I think I put it away so that nothing happened to it while I was out. And book of binding foliate, which is a book and quill. And then our book of binding. And there we go. So now we have this. And so then the last thing that we're going to need is the actual stuff that we need for the recipe, which is just some ore. So let's see what ore it is, and then we may have one more cut while I go get the ore that we're gonna need. But I believe I have everything. First ritual. Gold, silver, iron, copper. I should have all of this. We need a gold, iron, silver, copper. Yes. So that's all of the stuff that we're gonna need for this, and we are good to go. I mentioned, right, our miner finished, so after we get this ritual done, we will go and set our miner up. It looks, our mine looks pretty darn awesome over there, I do have to say. And let's get our Rs book and mage light this area a bit because it's kind of dark. We don't want things to spawn. Though our anti-spawn mob torches actually do cover quite a large area here, I will say. Because there are no mobs that are spawning, like, it's basically on the edge of our village boundaries is where they're spawning. So that's pretty darn good, I'd say. Candles are going to go into their spots. And if you remember, that was here. So we're good to go. Candles. And then we need to place our book up here with us and our Dictionary of Spirits. And that is going to create a bound book of foliate. Okay, this is regular foliate, has not been bound. Now it is going to be bound, and it is going to be used to summon the foliate Bremede. Yes, and you have to say it with an accent, you know? Like you can't just say, can be used to summon the foliate Bremede. Nah, it can be used to summon the foliate Bremede, because he's a demon, you know? He's going to be, you know, he's got power. Even if it's a weak demon, you know, he's still stronger than me, so he's a demon. And we're going to place our stuff on the guys here, and I don't think that this is directional, like that it has to be, but we'll do it. Iron, silver, gold, copper. Well, it can't be directional because there is no direction because it doesn't work that way. So iron, copper, silver, gold, and then I believe all we have to do is put our book in the middle, and there we go. Started summoning the foliate ore crusher. You can see that popped up on our screen, and now we wait. Occultism is not the fastest in the world for these rituals and everything. You're going to see items are going to start disappearing, and then they'll all get sucked into the book, and eventually the book will turn into the summoning thing for the foliate. I believe the book will turn into that. Or is the demon just going to be here? That's also a possibility. I know that Occultism has like a capture mechanic where you can put them inside of a gem. And that may be prudent. Empty soul gem. Oh, this is, yeah, soul sand. Yeah, no, that's not going to happen. Well, we don't have the ability to capture them that way, but what about that bag thing that we saw? Or what was it, a net? It was in like utilities or something. It was a new mod. Yeah, Utilitics. This thing, Mob Yoinker. You just require a lead. So I need to get a lead and then some iron bars, but we're good. But look, hey, look, there we go. We have our friend, Bremede. And if we look inside of him, he is a slow crusher. And his essence decay is currently 0%. He will eventually despawn, which is what that decay level means. The highest level of Ginny will not despawn, but these low tier guys, unfortunately, they don't last terribly too long. So I kind of want to like bump this guy into our base. That'd be kind of cool if we could like get him in here. Oh, by the way, a super harvest moon was out while we were while I was out hunting, which means that our crops are going to have extra yield. So we'll probably have some good croppage over there. We'll go check on that. But I want to bump Bremede into our base some way, slowly but surely. Come on, buddy. Like I wish, is there like some kind of lure? I'm going to put him in there and he's going to hit that pressure plate. Bam. You are in here. Let's put you in here so you can't, I mean, he won't leave. He'll stay with us here. And the reason I was looking at that capturing gem is because if you put him inside of one of those, his decay won't increase or decrease, but that's okay. So what we're going to do is just go up here and grab some of our ore, and he is going to double it for us. So let's grab our iron. So we're going to have 47 iron, and this is going to turn into, well, more than 47 iron. So we can throw it at him, or I believe, let's put you in a little farther. Oh, I didn't realize there were two gates there. I believe you can give it to him directly, and he will do the thing, and he is going to be very slow at crushing it. But if we look at raw iron, the usage of it, one of the things is going to be a crusher spirit, and he will crush it into 2 iron dust. And the iron dust will eventually just show up on the floor. There's no like, I don't have a vacuum. An absorption hopper would be nice, but I can't set that up. And a vacuum module also requires an eye vendor. So yeah. And look, there we go though. We have iron dust. Bam. So we're going to let him do his thing. It won't despawn for like 5 minutes, so we're okay. And he can, he can just continue crushing and spitting out onto the ground, and we'll come back and grab all that stuff later. If I were to set up hoppers on the floor, I could like box him into this corner maybe, and then set up a hopper so that everything falls onto a hopper. That might be an easy way to control this. I think I have, maybe a chute would work too. But didn't I have an extra hopper? Because we had one there. I can take that one, and then we can just box them into that corner with some fences. How about that? We're putting him to work. We need you on break, please. Give me that back. And we will put you here. We'll put the hopper, and it'll just go into the hopper. Let's push you over to that corner. There you go, buddy. And we're gonna, you can't go anywhere. You're blocked in. Don't move. And we'll actually just break all of this, and then jump on our farmland, turn it back into normal, so that way we don't got to worry about it. Come on, do the thing. I'll figure it out all later. But now, yeah, look, there we go. The iron dust is showing up in there, so we're good to go. Cool. And that is ore doubling with occultism. So let's check out his decay. How much decay? He only has 0%. So maybe he won't disappear. He doesn't seem to have any decay at all so far. So at least it's lasting longer than I thought. There have been other demons that disappeared on me immediately, so their decay is pretty fast. But what we need to do is get some tools for our new miner. They need some stuff. So they can use stone level tools because it is a level 1 mining hut, or mining place. So we just need some stone. So I'm going to assume they're going to need, pickaxes and shovels to do a little bit of digging if needed. 2, 3, 4, and what am I doing? Shovels. Give me all this. Why don't you want to pick that up? 3, 4. Cool. So let's go give this to our miner, and then we got to figure out what our next build is going to be. Probably going to be So we got a couple options. We can do a restaurant. The problem with the restaurant, well, yeah, we'll do a restaurant. I'll just manually provide food for the restaurant until we can get like a fisher's hut or something set up. But here is our mine. Nice and planted into the ground. We have little steps here, and then you come over here, and then this is where the mining is going to begin. And so the miner is going to start here, and it's going to start, mining. At what Y level? I'm not entirely sure, because there is this mess going on here. What I don't want them to do is what I just did and fall down to there. Maybe I should bring some like ladders with me and then just like ladder up for them. That way they have, all the ladders available to them here. Not entirely sure on that one. We're going to see how this works, because we kind of built this into this little cave thing here, and I don't know if that's going to be a good thing or a bad thing. So let's go home real quick. I'm going to grab those ladders, and then we'll put them on there so that they can at least not immediately fall to their death. Cool. All right, so miner is set up, and I like their the miner's outfit that they have. And to be honest, to me it looks like a cop, not someone mining. Like, look at that. That's pretty dang cool, though. I like the backpack, but the way that it's got the gold on the helmet and everything, it makes me think of like a police officer or something. Please remind me later. Inventory, you're going to get those, and you're going to get those, and then I am going to give you a safe space. And we're just going to fall. Am I taking damage? Sure. Yeah, but look at her go. She started doing some work on what she's doing. She's literally tearing down the stuff that Luca built up. So what's up with that? I don't know. And then what she's complaining about now, I'm not entirely sure.
Not good enough.
I need cobblestone to continue working. Oh, okay. Apparently she needs cobblestone, so I will get her cobblestone. I will get whatever she needs for whatever she's planning on doing here with all that stuff. You know what? Here, you're probably going to want ladders too, because eventually you're going to dig down and you're going to need ladders, maybe some fences. I don't know. I don't know what you're going to want here. And then she'll dump all of her stuff into the rack here. And yeah, that's it for today's episode. Actually, you know what? I lied. Let's go ahead and go check our farm real quick, because I said we had that super moon. I don't have any food on me, so I better be careful with all my jumping. I only got a few hearts and no saturation, so we're not regenning. But yeah, we had that super moon. And look, our Ars Nouveau source jar is pretty darn full there. So I'm going to say that was a okay harvest for us. 20 potatoes, a bunch of source berries. Those things grow pretty quick. They are food, so we can't eat them. So I'm not going to, I'm not going to yuck my yum with those. But yeah. Anyway, so that's it for today's episode. If you enjoyed, please feel free to like, comment, subscribe. I do appreciate it. It really does help out the channel. Don't forget to leave a comment for what you would like our village to be named, so that we can get that going for us and actually have a name for our village. And yeah, thanks for stopping by. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one. Have a good one.